Friend of me, any me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini me. All these niggas just wanna be a mini me. Friend of me.
Welcome to another episode of Homestead Hero. Today I got Shebe helping me. We're going to make this food plot behind me bigger. I went ahead and got more seed because I didn't have enough for the one I made. So I got enough for double the size. And then we're going to try and take the dewy into the back. And if you don't know what a dewy is, you'll see it. It's absolutely freaking Goliath. It's a slow, cumbersome beast, but it's a monster. We're going to try to get that back there, expand that food plot, then maybe move a tree stand or two, and we'll go from there.
So this dewy is an absolute beast. It was actually one of the funnest things I've driven in a long time. The base of it, you've got a front wheel and a back wheel, like a motorcycle. And then the deck, the two sides raise up and they come down and then they use to stabilize. So what's cool about the dewy is, one, it runs over everything, but two, it's great for hills. It has a tilt switch on it, so on those two wheels the body of the dewy actually tilts left or right. So if you're going up a hill, you can tilt it to where you're practically sitting straight up as it goes over, which is sweet. I didn't know how powerful this thing was. I mean, you can look at it and tell it's huge. But, I mean, I was taking out full-grown trees by just hitting them. And that was with the deck. I ran over, I think, a pine tree accidentally. I took out a couple 2 or 3 inch trees that I just didn't see in the thick grass. So, I didn't even know that I could expand over here when we were on the farm the first time with the Dixie, because this was actually thicker than the other side. I didn't see a way that I could connect the two, but when they offered me the dewy to use, and they said there'd be no problems, you can clear it out, it'll be easy, I was like, yeah, okay, sure. No, they were right. I mean, I'm running over some pretty thick stuff. And the middle of this, where the plot actually connects to our pre-established food plot, or the one we've been working on throughout the summer, is over the roof of this dewy. And it really had zero issues. As you can see, Shebe is filming. Nice little wave to herself with the shadow. Probably got bored watching me go in circles, because it is slow. The video is sped up. I think it took us 20-25 minutes just to mow this. We had to navigate a lot of trees to get in initially, and then once we got back there, it was no issue. Once I got to be able to drop the deck and get to cut, and it really started getting it done. I'd say comfortably we added about 1/4 of an acre to our food plot. Probably puts us at about half or 3/4 in just the woods food plot. So I'm pretty ecstatic about this. Now Shebe's going back. Everywhere I mowed, she is spraying, and we're spraying a real thick coating of Drexel glysophate, trying to kill all this stuff out. We have radishes and brassicas we're going to plant. We're in a pretty big rush today because it's supposed to rain for the next 5 to 6 days. I really like to spray about a week or 2 weeks out, but this stuff's real tall. You can see the dirt, so I'm going to have, good seed to soil contact. but I'd prefer for it to be dead first. Now this might actually work out better for me as this stuff starts to decay. It kind of feeds the seed. We'll walk around. The video was a little sketchy initially, but there's 3 contact points where this food plot meets up with our other one. And this is the first one. This comes off the main trail. The main trail's on the right, and they get into this food plot over here that's already dirt. We planted the brassicas, and I'm getting some decent seed coming up out of it. And then you've got the middle where they can easily come through, and we can see that from where we're going to put our blind. And then our third one is around the front. And if they come around the front one, they're right next to the blind, but traditionally they'll come from this back side. In the front field, we're going to plant this Clemson clover. I got 8 pounds of it on the right that we planted already. That has a clover mix, and it's got chicory in it. So Sheeby has already sprayed all of this. She did it while I was trying to get the dewy running or refueled. So all of this has been sprayed, and it's probably been sprayed for about 2 hours. I wanted to cut it a lot shorter so I could get better seed to soil contact, but we didn't have the option. The mowers weren't on the farm, and the dewy only cuts to 6 inches. So that's where we're at. It's all going to die. I believe that this rain that we got coming through is really going to push it into the ground anyway, so it should work out. Back here we are spreading more sweet Brassica blend, and we are also doing radishes mixed with that. We're going to fill in a few blank spots over on the path we've already done. We're really hurrying right now because it's starting to thunder, and we didn't think it was going to rain today. Forecast showed no rain, but clearly the weatherman was incorrect per usual. We didn't get our tree stands or blinds moved today. We got this spreaded just in time for us to beat the weather.